This following video will help you understand metaphysical awakening as it relates to yourself, to others, and basically the world around you, which you start becoming more aware of. There are things happening everywhere that no one has any idea about except for a select few. This video will also have part of it talking to some clients who are now friends of mine that both had a DNAICUC, a DNA intensive crank-up consultation. This happened in 2017, and if you take the time to listen to everything here, there's a world of information for you to help you understand what a metaphysical awakening actually is, about your abilities coming alive, and what's true and what's not. So if you really want to understand becoming awake and aware, and you want to learn the best way to possibly do it, these DNAICUCs, I put some of my source spirit, energy, not spirit, it's just the energy, into you. And most everyone is soul, but when I crank you up, on the DNAICUC, 20% of the energy I put into you bonds with your soul and stays with you forever. And then when the body dies, the other 80% or 75% comes back to me. That means that you're no longer soul. That's your source-induced soul. All the other fields of essence, all the other types of energy frequencies that exist and don't even have any type of physical representation, they become part of you. It makes you much stronger while you're in a body and out of a body. And it does make your DNA stronger. The thing is, if you take a simple DNA test after you get cranked up 4 months after, it's not going to tell you anything, because your DNA is still going to be relative to some history that you have, where your body came from, yada yada yada. The thing is, it changes that DNA itself, the strands, the bonds. So anyway, you'll learn a lot more about awakening and what I'm offering while I'm still here, the DNAICUC. So in about 2 months' time, maybe less, I'll be doing these consultations again, and I'll keep going until I drop dead or can't do them anymore. And as long as I'm alive, I'm sure that I'll still keep doing them. So take care, and I hope you enjoy the video. Good morning, folks. It's 6:24 a.m. Wednesday, November 29th, 2017. Sometimes in the morning, I've got so much stuff going on in my head, stuff bugging me, stuff trying to run me, etc., etc. Just the energy outside running around, touches your head, its energy touches your head, and they can go through you. So it softly goes, touches your brain energy and tries to mess with you. Excuse me. It's going on all the time. How do you think your spirit guides help you? How do they tell you, gee, look at this, and you notice something? I just happened to notice. No, you didn't. You actually were helped to go there. Up now, 6:25. That's funny. 4 to 5. 4 is fortitude. 5 is movement. Excuse me. At 6:24, though, reading it, numerology, right? Most planets we've had lives on, we go right to left, up, right to left, up, right to left, up, right to left. I think that looks backwards on the camera. It's all right. Just so you know. You go from right to the left, and you go up, right to left. That's how we read. Earth is very young. Most of the lives you've had were on other planets, and here we are now, here, and that was done to us, made to be that way here for most, for the largest amount of people, to screw with us. Excuse me. Anyway, so 624 is 426. 4 is fortitude, 2 is understanding, and the 6 is in the sum of your intuition. Excuse me again. Try not to sniffle too much. The waking up isn't that hard, except for the fact that you have to learn to trust yourself better. Not everyone has that issue, but most all of us do. And emphasize the most all of us. Almost everyone that is waking up does have abilities. But most all of you have been made to feel, hey, you can't do it, it's not true, blah, 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 and that's to keep you from being a quote-unquote renegade. Original first being male, female didn't want that. Anyway, what we're doing here today, I want to show you a lead into, and then a DNAICUC. Excuse me. You should have a recording of it. They're expensive, so and it's important, especially those of you that have any intention of being metaphysical practitioners. I don't make you. I make you what you are stronger. In this upcoming video, what I attached to this video, what I'm going to blend this right into, render it right into, is Tyler and Daniel. Tyler and Danielle. Sorry, Danielle. They're really cool people. I think of them as young people. They're not children. It's just, I'm not old. Tyler, is a very strong, powerful seer. And I think they're married. I don't really relate with the marriage thing. I understand two people that love each other and they're a unit, and they are a unit. Period. I see things in their simple truth. At the beginning, I was told, Jay, you can't wear overalls. It's just going to blow your image and everything. I said, screw you. I love you. If that's the way you want to do it, then you do it for yourself that way. I like overalls. Don't ever let people tell you what you have to do, okay? Just don't. If you're not hurting anyone, and hopefully not hurting yourself, you have the right to do whatever you want, okay? I mean, how else can you explore who you are? Anyway, so Tyler is strongest in the pineal. Everyone has all these abilities, the main 3 power points, everyone has them, and they're working. But certain bodies are made to pronounce a certain part of you stronger. And who you are inside is spirit, energy. One of those fields is a little stronger anyway. While Tyler is so much stronger in the pineal, and he's very strong pineal. Danielle is stronger in the heart. Heart and solar plexus, but her pineal's working fine too. But it's heart and solar plexus, and that can be very hard to understand as you're waking up. Excuse me again. I've said this in countless videos. It doesn't mean anyone's any better than anyone else. Doesn't mean anyone's really stronger than anyone else. But they are two very strong people. Okay, one is soul, the other one's actually source family. And you're going to see that doesn't matter. Nothing's any better than anything else. You can be better than who you were earlier by improving yourself, but no one's any better than anyone else. If you don't like it, whatever, I don't care. I mean, I do, but that much. The only reason I care is because I want things to be on a level plane for everyone, and they will be, as far as acceptance between themselves of equality. You don't have to hang out with people, but you will give people the respect of being equal. That's the 180-degree change that creation's format, the new format, has. So you don't have to hang around with anyone. Do whatever you want. Just don't go trying to hurt anyone. Bad problems with that, for anyone doing it. Moving along. So the way they feel things different. We feel in their auras, they're what most people call auras, is you're feeling the shells, the layers of your energy fields coming off you, which give off an aura. So it's important for that to be there. On the actual video itself, I have to tag that onto the back of it. The indentation at the end of the video itself. If you go there, then you actually see the crank up. But the first one, what we're going to watch from here, is Tyler and Daniel talking about the experience. Now, it's what, the 29th today, I think. Yeah, November 29th, 6:33. Anyway, it was on the 13th of this month, November 13th, they had the DNAICUCs. And then on the 26th of this month is when we were talking about what they were just beginning to feel. And folks, you feel stuff right away, but it's kind of soft at first, and then it comes on a little stronger as you're ready. You're totally protected, totally taken care of when this is happening. That doesn't mean everything goes your way. And sometimes there's pressure in the head. Sometimes you feel cold. It's like, darn, I'm starting to get the flu, and all of a sudden it's gone in 5 minutes, and it's like, what? That's rapid DNA change. The pressure in your head is rapid brain growth. Your cells get larger in size and change. You get your energy level is through the roof. Why? Because you get source energy in you now. Doesn't matter if you're a soul, which is almost everyone, or some of the very few that are essence, and some of the almost none that's source. Source family from Lilly and Arae, or part of Lilly, part Arae, which there's almost none of. Come on, all right, give me a break. Having some issues. I cut my coffee down, that's to cut down my blood pressure a little bit. Anyway, so this will show you what it's like for someone, Danielle, whose heart and solar plexus, and then Tyler, who is strong pineal. It'll help you see how things change with how they see and feel things. Now, there's a little echo in the voice and everything. That came off the Skype recording itself. But I couldn't attach the two, so it had to be separate. But on this one right here, they talk about it. It's only been a couple of weeks, but it's already, there's a little stuff starting to go on. And you'll notice, you'll notice that Danielle feels something, but she feels less. The feeling, she actually feels about the same amount, but the intensity behind the feeling is easier to be discerned by Tyler, who's pineal, than it is Danielle, who's heart but strong solar plexus too. Anyway, there's one other thing I wanted to say before getting onto the video. Oh yeah, as I was saying earlier, that really the hardest thing about becoming yourself is learning how to trust anything that you're seeing. This is all brand new. You've never done this before. Listen to Danielle in the video coming up, where they actually get the DNAICUC. You'll see it at the very end of this video. There'll be a little click for it, and then you click on that and you go right to the video. You'll notice how she feels less of it. She feels something, but she feels less, because pineal has a stronger feeling. It's the middle of your head. It affects more of your vision and stuff. So it's you feel more pressure in the head usually, and it's a little different with everybody. Just because you're solar plexus does not mean you won't feel something. It's a little different. Why? All of you are different. All of you are a different set of frequencies. You have a little more of this percentage, this frequency, less percentage, that frequency. Don't even have this one certain frequency in you, doesn't matter. Okay? What does matter is that you understand you're different. So we have to go by basic thought process, and that's it. Now, when it comes to seeing, excuse me, when it comes to seeing, I talk in there about how they, during the DNAICUC, it never came up except my telling them, but I was seeing a male and a female, a child of theirs, that were coming. But I saw something about a male and female, and it was inverted. That was like another shadow of two spirits, children here, children there, and this one is twisted like that. And so, gee, I must be nuts. What am I seeing? No. When you see something, you see it. When you have a feeling about something, that's real. You need to learn to trust that. The hard part is understanding, what the hell am I seeing? This is a hand, okay? These are eyeglasses. This is an SDXC card holder. That's easy, isn't it? Seeing things that are energy? No, it's not. Don't expect yourself to be able to see with perfection, because number one, there's no such thing as perfect. Number two, you have to learn this and develop it. Most of the other races from other planets, they start when the children are related to our growth as Earth and human beings. They start about 6 years old, 6 to 8 years old. They're already well into it, okay? So, excuse me. Anyway, so then you have to understand what you saw and what it was. And I couldn't make up my mind if, I was seeing before, I was seeing them having children in the future and what was going in there. And then I saw the shadow of another shadow that was a little bit inverted. Well, when we talked in this video coming, and I explained it to them in the video too, they already have a daughter and a son. The daughter came first. The daughter's the oldest. But they're going to have a boy and a girl. The boy comes first, and then the girl's farther off over here. When I see something farther off, I know through doing this, I've learned for myself, I've learned that when the daughter's farther off, it usually means it's going to happen later. I knew the boy came first, but yet when I look at the girl, she looked at the figure, when I saw the figure of the daughter, the new daughter, the new son, I see him first, strong, and then I see that he's going to be pineal, and then I see the daughter coming. She's a little farther away. I can feel in my head she's distant, but yet she looks older. Well, the reason why she looks older is that's my way of understanding through imagery. Remember, we're looking at energy. Okay, you know what energy looks like? Can't see it. Unless you see sparks coming out of wires, you can't see, and that's only the effective energy. With the effective energy working on physical mass, like wiring, copper and stuff. So you're still not seeing the energy, just a result of it. So we have to have a way to understand it. All your frequencies are a little different. You're like living snowflakes as far as the design and everything. Also, you have to learn how to do this. As I've said before, there's no easy button. But it gets easier all the time. Mind like parachute does not function when not open. Usually the simplest things are the best. At least it's the easiest for everyone to deal with, and for me that's the case also. So I'm no Einstein, I'm an intelligent man, but my brain's all over the place doing stuff, and I'm sick. I'm leaving. So it's hard for me to keep going. And if I can show you what I can do and show you how I screw up, that's awesome. Because as you start to become alive yourself, you'll say, hey, Jay screwed up. Look at what he could do when he screwed up all the time. He said he did, and you can see some of it in his videos. I do it. We all do it. The problem is you need to not worry about it anymore. It's a mistake. Oh, I'm not the real thing. I'm not perfect. No, you are the real thing. You're the real you. The only you. There's no such thing as perfect. So why are you torturing yourself? And try to relax. Just keep moving forward and understand that when you make a quote-unquote mistake, it's a progress point. It's a point where you increased your understanding, where you know more, learn more. Otherwise, what are schools for? Yes, all the great mathematicians have never made a miscalculation. The best race car drivers have never had a wreck. That thought process has nowhere in reality, has no structure in any kind of reality, unless you're totally unrealistic and lost in some void of your own making. So anyway, just listen to the video. But there's always more going on than just one thought process. I can't just talk about one little topic. I try to stay on topic, but there's more happening. There's more to understand. My job is to help you get to where you really are, your true self, to who you are. There's no EAJ, there's no nothing like that. It's important to me for you to be you, for yourself, and those you love. Folks, let's check it out. There we go. It should be on now, little red dot. Yeah. Man, I'm going through hell dealing with idiots on the other side. I mean, it's just like, and some of them are trying so hard to help. I'm like, go find a better place to be. This is not a good place for you right now. It's like, excuse me. It's insane, really, what's been going on. Anyway, whatever. Get my little mic on, see if I'm not. There we go. I'm just really not that good at all this, computer and studio stuff. All right, now that I've done run my mouth for an hour. So how y'all feeling after the DNAICUC?
I feel pretty good.
Yeah.
It was only a couple days. It wasn't, what was it? 2 days? A week? I have no idea.
Around a week.
Around a week, yeah. Like I had a headache that in my right side of the brain.
Yeah.
It was just there for like 20 minutes, but I noticed it, and I just, just kind of relaxed. I was working at the time, but
yeah.
I was like, well, I figure I'm changing too, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah, just take it. So, and it just went away within 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's pressure, but it's like you're about to get a headache, and we're not used to feeling anything in our heads. That's not normal. But then again, neither is this. And then again, neither are us. All of us. We're not what we consider normal. And if you think about it, what normal really is usually what someone else wants you to be.
Right.
That fits their way, and that literally it's not just true. It goes right back to the original first being halves, male and female. Danielle, how you doing, sweetie? I see all the energy in the main trunk of your body moving around in your head, but that's not what you feel. So you tell me what's happening.
I feel good. I've been feeling some pressure in my head too, and like times where I feel kind of under the weather, but I'm not actually getting sick.
That's DNA change, and that can get pretty strong. It's supposed to happen soft and slow, as soft and easy as possible, but still, you can't literally change your DNA and your body and everything else and not feel something while you're awake. When you're asleep too, lots of times when we're sleeping, the dreams, there's little pockets of dreams come in and out, and I'm like, you wake up and it's like, what the heck? The field is adjusting your brain. Sometimes you have part of Gaia or Gaia. They're in there working on the brain, adjusting things while you're sleeping. So they don't do it to you during the day. I get it sometimes during the day. I get work done all the time. If you want to look at your energy inside, it's like lighter. It's like...
I feel happier, that's for sure.
Yeah, very strong, energetic. It's only been, like you said, it's only been a week, but I know it's just been a short time. You haven't had a whole lot of time to to start going through harder changes. What was it, just for other people and for your own clarification, what was it like going through that? What did it feel like? Just what, like, I know, Danielle, a lot of times you couldn't feel it.
Yeah.
What happens later is stronger than the application, and I'm happy to say the application is supposed to be soft. But what did you all feel? What are your feelings about it? You can say, "Hey, old man, go to hell." Click. That's all right too.
Well, I mean, when you got me to feel myself, my
Yeah.
aura, right?
Yeah.
I feel in my head, like around me. So in essence, I'm trying to feel on the outside of my body as well, and I'm trying to learn. Like I can feel myself go in the back of my head, and when I put my hands around me, I can feel the energy in my hands move with my head. Like I can feel.
You feel it in your head while you're feeling it in your hands.
Right.
And the reason why, you not just look. I told you how strong a seer you are. I'm messing up the camera, but as you're feeling it around the head, when your arms are way up in the air, you're actually putting pressure on your aura. So even though you can see in your head that what you're doing through the pineal, you also feel the pressure on your head. Because
right.
So it's not just seeing, but it's also feeling, because your energy is that strong that your energy is that strong that when you're putting it down on your head, you're actually doing something. I mean, you're moving very strong energy. So people don't understand that this is real. Almost everything out there is fake. So it's like when I first started doing this, I had a lot of people, not a lot, but whatever, a few, and they say, "Oh, this guy's full of it. You can't do this, blah, blah, blah." And after a few hundred times, they're like, "All right, so he can do it. So what? He still sucks, There's not many. Yeah, there's not many of them, but that's okay. We have to understand things for ourselves. I mean, that's part of what I'm trying to do is help people understand, hey, man, this is who you really are, and this is what you can do, and I'm just going to amp you up a bit. Yeah. Yeah. So, Tyler, you see things, you're more pineal, so you can extend out. And tell me if I'm right or wrong. It doesn't matter. Things are what they are, and it's like when we see something, it's understanding what we're seeing. When you see something, you're seeing something real. The question is, what does it really mean? Are you seeing livid? Like when usually when you use the scanner, you see something more exact. But when you're pineal based, like I'm strong in a pineal, just like you, we see multidimensionally. And it's like lots of times I would see someone hanging around someone. I said, "I'm seeing sister energy around you. She's got blonde hair, but that's because I'm seeing her energy inside. So when I see her hair, I'm seeing an expression of her energy." And then the guy turned right around and said, "She doesn't have blonde hair." I'm like, "Are you here?" I mean, maybe it's my fault. Maybe I'm not here and I'm dreaming this. No, I don't think so. So it's, and don't worry about it unless you try to, and it's actually, unless you try to make yourself see a purple elephant. If you see a purple elephant, you saw a purple elephant. But you know what? You can't make yourself, unless you're able to lie to yourself, you can't make yourself see something. So, it's just trying to understand exactly what we're seeing. Sometimes Dan and I see two different slices out of a big pie. Here I go with a pie thing again. And there's people that are always going to say, "Oh, you're not real because, you made a mistake." It's like, okay, which of the greatest race car drivers have never wrecked? What artist has never broken a brush and painted over his picture? It's what mathematician has not hit clear on his calculator? I mean, it's stupid. They do that usually out of insecurities Lots of times it's anger that brings that out in people. And sometimes it's just being totally selfish. They want everything to be about them. Seeing with the heart, that takes some getting used to. See, Tyler and I were lucky because pineal, you immediately see something dimensionally. So you see something. But with the heart, you feel stuff now. And now, even though it's a little more difficult, at first, there's benefits to every one of them. But the heart, that your heart reaches out all over the place and comes in. It's like a magnetic pulse. It's not just out in front of you and back. It's to the side. It's like it's a pulse that goes everywhere. You know, it's not direction. It's unidirectional or no? It's not unidirectional. It goes everywhere. When Tyler and I go to see something, we go look at something, but your heart is going out, reaching out, and then plus everyone's heart's doing the same thing. See, people's hearts are talking everywhere. You can relax and go to you can right now, you can go close to reaching, you can go from here to Australia with your heart. Just relax and go to feel it. Once you start waking up strong, you'll be able to, there's a space station out by Saturn. You can relax and you can go out there. And you can actually feel things in people out there. Okay? And what's really important to remember is that with a heart energy, the heart grabs the major thoughts in the brain. Okay, the strongest ones, the ones that are most prevalent, the heart sees those and pulls them into the heart. It grabs the major emotions at the base chakra or base energy focal point where the spine hits the pelvic bone. And usually that'll be fear, anxiety, something like that, sometimes anger. Okay, a little bit of concern. If it's not active, there won't be much of that brought up. And remember, you're feeling someone else. You're taking your heart energy to go talk to their heart. And when you when you talk with their heart, you're getting what's going on with them. So when you do that, you feel their immediate emotions. You get some of the data that's in their brain. What they're, something that they're really concerned about, you're going to get that. And then, so you take that, your heart creates a feeling. You're going to know how they feel because that heart's going to send their feeling out to you. At the same time, while the heart's doing this, the heart takes that energy, that process, where they process the basic, the strongest brain data, and then the emotion from the base chakra create that feeling. That feeling also goes back up into the brain, into the hypothalamus area, and the hypothalamus comes down and goes back into the heart and then goes out again. That's understanding. So you're going to feel little things, plus have a larger understanding of what's going on with that person in their life. It's a ton of see, you're strong, okay? Your source family and Tyler's very strong too. You guys are powerhouses. I can't wait to see your kids. I'll see them from the other side, but that's okay. I can get more done that way. But the thing is that there's so much more in there. What would really be cool, and especially the two of you together, that is very, very, very strong. When you have someone that's really strong pineal and someone with a really strong heart, you can go sit together, go somewhere, have a cup of coffee, a glass of wine, cold water, sandwich or something. Sit there, enjoy the breeze outside somewhere, whatever you want to do. But sit somewhere where you can see people and say another couple or another man or a couple of women, individuals sitting down somewhere, relax. And then Tyler, you go to them with your pineal energy and see what you can see going on with them. See energy around them, other things happening. Just reach out and get everything you can. Remember, your heart's working. It works too. And it helps you understand and justify some of the things that you're seeing. Helps you understand it better. And then Danielle, your heart's so strong, you're going to reach out to her heart or his heart energy or their heart energies, and you're going to get all this other information. You put what you two work together, and you do that, you have no idea how much information you're going to get. Now that's using your abilities to becoming more who you are, but you're all going to be doing that, helping other people. Consultations, with groups, couples, families, okay? And when your kids come in, holy crap. That's going to be a party wagon, all right? Yeah. So you'll help them understand their abilities. As a matter of fact, I was a little goofier than normal, like going and stuff like that in the video, I know your children are going to watch it, okay? And I want them, it was part of that was getting their attention, because it's going to happen. Besides, it's fun to clown around, but I threw a little extra in there because they're going to look at it, they're going to see this is okay, and then it gets stronger, they're going to realize stuff. Deanna's, go ahead. Yeah.
Can I butt in there?
Yeah.
We do have a son and daughter, and our daughter is 3, and our son is 18 months old.
Yeah.
And what I've noticed is just me, doing this over my own head. I figured I could do it over my son's head.
Yeah.
And right away, he looked up and he's like, "Wow,
what the hell?"
Yeah.
Well, you got more kids coming because you have kids that haven't been born yet. You have is the boy older than the girl?
Pardon?
Is your boy older than your girl?
No.
Because that's what's coming. Boy first, then girl. That's what's. Have you been fixed?
Not yet, no.
Okay. That's what's set up to happen. You can change that, but that's what's set up. I'm looking at the 2 of them that are ready to come in. Girl's got some lighter green and deeper green healing energy. She's very strong and very anxious. She's not aggressive in a bad way, but she's ready. She's ready to go. He's strong. He's aggressive. Again, he's a seer. And he's got a good power level. He's very calm, very old energy. He's a lot like you, Tyler. Now, your son and daughter you have now. I'm glad we're doing this. Honey, how much time do I have until the next one? 15 minutes? Okay, this got to be quick. Daughter's older. Your daughter, she's got a lot of heart energy in her like you. She's strong heart, strong solar plexus, again with the green. The green is healing spiritually, and really dark green is healing physically. And the son you have now, he is very similar. Very spiritual healing. He's that, and he's got pineal, some black energy right there. He's looking at something, making him mad, bothering him. Does he ever get mad? Well, I guess it's normal. Kids get mad at brother and sister to be annoyed at something. It's like he's seen something, annoyed about it. That's cool. Anyway, I got to crank them up real quick. We good? Okay?
Good.
Okay, good. I can do this in less than a minute. I'm trying to get away from the camera. Well, that's okay because they can't. You might feel this. Your son's ears might bug him or something. Don't worry about it. It's all fine. It's just going to notice something's going on. Your door the same way. Okay. If they say they have a headache, if you want to give them children's aspirin, but it won't go away, and they might not even say anything about it. That's your son now, your daughter. We would have got some of the stuff going on. Let's see. I was putting a lot of energy into them and being reminded, they don't need too much. I have my own little built-in cutoff switches. There's a little extra happy for him. Yeah, sorry, damn, I hate it when that happens. I jerk like someone just hit me with a cattle prod. I was looking to see your son about him coming first larger in size, and you know, I got smacked hard. He's a seer. He's strong. He's laid back. Your daughter is too. I mean, your daughter is strong too, but she's got this really strong green coming out of her heart. The heart does all kinds of stuff. The heart's got physical healing, which is dark green. It's got spiritual healing, which is light green. You know, of your spirit. You know, make you feel better and stuff. People love hanging around her. Because of her demeanor and her power level, they're going to say she's serious too, though. This is going to happen, start happening almost, well, as soon as they're born, you're going to start noticing it. But in your other children you already have, they're going to start showing this stuff soon, but they are going to have some of the symptoms. Okay, the 2 new kids coming, they won't go through that because they're already going to be that, because you all having that. So their DNA is just going to be different right away, so they don't have to grow into it. There's a 5th person somewhere coming around, not necessarily family, might be a friend or something. A friend of one of your friend of your older daughters, or the daughter you have now. Getting involved with what you'll be doing soon. Yeah. There shouldn't be any more issues. If the kids have a headache, if they ever say they do this. Put your energy, you know, on, like, just look at them. Take your energy like this. Put a soft sphere of unicorn energy. Remember, you're both cranked up. You don't have to be source. Once you're cranked up this hard, this energy, a soft amount of it, becomes part of you. Okay? This is called peacock ore, bornite, okay, chalcopyrite. That's got the energy of unicorn in it. You can give them a piece, they can hold it, it'll go away. But you can also just say, honey, relax, put your hands around her, build a sphere, and imagine this energy. Okay? Just, you say, okay, I'm going to use this energy. You have it in you. It's part of you, Tyler. Okay? And, you know, Danielle, I'm sorry, I'm starting to get taken down. I got to hurry up. You know, and it's already part of you. So the 2 of you have it in you. Build a soft sphere of that around their head, and just go like this. Go. I take a breath in and exhale when I do it. I go, and just in your mind, literally pull it out of their head and relax and say, "How do you feel?" And they're gonna go, "Better." This is real. You're real. They're real. So that's gonna be pretty wild. There's gonna be 6 of you. It sometimes, you know, Tyler, I got to run, but this is a good example of what I was saying. When you see something, understand you are seeing something correct. But it's like, I saw the boy and the girl, and I was confused. I couldn't tell if it was already here, or I knew it was coming, but it was hard to see coming or going at first. I let that go when I deal with what I'm aware of. It's not my business that you already have kids. You know, I mean, it's I got to do my job, and you know what? I'm doing the best I can. You're gonna have a lot of fun. Go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to clarify, you know, for my own personal thing.
Gotcha.
Like,
Yeah.
When I feel myself going into the back of my head, is that me physically using my left brain to move my muscle brain? Like, my brain is a muscle, right?
It's kind of like a muscle the way it works. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty interesting. It's not a normal muscle where it expands and contracts like that, but it does move. It does move. It flexes within inside you. When you feel that energy, though, that's the energy coming out of your hands. That's, you know, you're feeling the energy that's outside coming out of your body. As you go put pressure on that, you're sending pressure backwards to where it came from, which is what? Inside your brain. And your brain, all those nerves in it, is extremely sensitive. Plus, at the same time, part of you is seeing it. Even if you're not aware, part of you is seeing it. So you feel, you know that you're putting energy on it, and your brain's saying, okay, we have pressure build up. It's like if you have, when you pump up a bicycle, you put a couple more pumps in there, there's more pressure in there. When you go, and the tire itself, keeps the pressure from going anywhere, so that makes it build up. When you put your hands out, make it and touch the sphere, and you push in a little bit, you're making your energy strong, and it's literally pushing against that, so you feel it more in the head. That's why, if something bothers you, you have the ability to do this. You can't kill it, but you can put a sphere around your head, you go wham, and then you take it and you move it off your head, and then you can put as much red, orange, black, just put hard, strong energy in there and say buzz off and go wham, send it flying. You can actually do that with spirit, especially with the source energy you have in there now. Never do this. Never put that energy in there while your head's in that sphere, because you will feel it. Okay? I know this for a fact. I was the first one to do this, and it's like, ow, ow. I figured yeah, you just practice. If you do that now, as soon as we hang up, because I got to go, you do that, and then you put it off your head, you can feel it go off your head. They talk about Qigong and everything that comes from this and comes, well, whatever. I'm not trying to beat everything up. I'm just telling you what's real. But at least with Qigong, they understand that you can create your own energy field, which is important.
That's how we communicate with each other?
We communicate, the hearts communicate, the pineal, we relax, and it's flowing into the field. You don't bond with it like gluing yourself to something, but you merge with it. You blend in with it temporarily, and we talk back and forth through the field. It happens in a few different ways. Okay. That's like a 1-hour video.
Yeah, we're watching them.
yeah. I need to do that, but I got to get other stuff done. I got all the stuff I'm doing with the quartz, everything else. It's all over the place, and I get up about 4 o'clock in the morning, average 5, and then come 4 or 5 that day, I'm shut down and worked on hard. So, and we have other visitors, ETs, that pop in and out, and there's a lot going on right now in regards to that. So I'm dealing with that, and then there's always stupidity to deal with. On the other side, the spirit just. So I'm about fed up, man. I can't get out of here soon enough. But so I want to give more, but I get out of here. I'm going to put that information in a lot of you, and then you tell other people. It'll be your gift to them. That's I'm the bulldozer. I got to come down here and just rip stuff up, make the basic road, and then you're all going to make it awesome. It's a janitor with a big hammer hanging on his belt. That's me. You're going to have so much fun. As you get older and your children start getting older, when we get older and age a little bit, we normally just slow down a little bit, but it's more of a settling in. But because y'all have so much energy in you, and the kids have a lot, it's going to be like a big ball of energy. I'm telling you, wait till you see it. Wait till people walk in and go like, what the hell's that? But because it's all positive, they're gonna love it. But I would have been happier to have seen the boy and girl that you already have, but they're not the ones I was talking about. But that helps me understand why I was seeing before and after. Why I was seeing a boy and girl here now and boy and girl later. I said, well, maybe I'm not seeing it. I keep going. You got too much to do. And when you go see stuff like that, the conscious part of your brain is what you use. And I'm losing mine. So, I can't, it's really hard to do that. That's why these videos, these consults I have to do through video, so that I can see, and I used to just watch people with their energy, talk on the phone, right? I said, no, put it up a little more right there. How do you see me doing that? I said, well, I'm looking at you. I can't, that's too hard, So anyway, look, love you all. Thanks for doing this with me, because I wanted to add this to your video when they see it and hear it, they have some kind of understanding of what's going on. Hey man, you all rock. I love you. But with the kids, your kids are awesome. You have now, and then their new brother and sister coming. You're all gonna have a blast.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Hey, love you. Take care.